What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new edition of Comic Moments, where we break down the biggest happenings of the week around the comic book world every Thursday afternoon. Just because next week we get two major events from the major comic publishers, Secret Empire from Marvel and The Button from DC, doesn't mean we don't have anything to talk about this week. In our other moment this week, Luke's going to break down the return of a key Ultimate Universe character to the main Marvel continuity, but over here on the DC side, we've learned more about DC Rebirth's new, or old, I guess, Superman origin story. And you're probably thinking to yourself, we know Superman's origin, literally the oldest superhero origin story out there, but this retelling could have a huge impact on the rest of the DC universe, including making a story from the past canon once again. Our issue is framed in a very old-school Superman way. Clark and Lois are back at the Daily Planet, and life is back to normal, but after the whole ordeal with Mr. Mxyzptlk revealing he messed with Clark's mind, Clark is understandably uneasy. So, where does he turn for answers? The Fortress of Solitude. You see, the Kryptonian tech there has been monitoring and recording his life from a young age. If anything was out of place, he'd see it there. And so, Superman flies off to relive his past, scanning for anything out of place. It's here we see his earliest days retold, from Krypton, which he lived through but has never personally experienced. And Krypton is actually one of the coolest things we see in the issue, as it's a great mix of the classic look, long flowing robes and headdresses like from Man of Steel, and more modern Kryptonian looks mixed in, stuff you might see in Yeezy Season 4. We then of course see the classic origin, Baby Cal placed in a rocket while Krypton is destroyed around him, landing on Earth and being discovered by the Kents, who hid him from the government by pretending that he's actually their biological son and they just kept Martha's pregnancy secret. Our issue and new origin story ends with a brief primer on his childhood, being antagonized by Lex Luthor in Smallville, how he discovered his powers as a teenager by saving Lana Lang from a tornado, and how he eventually came to Metropolis and revealed himself to the world. So why is this a big deal? Well, it retcons out of existence Superman's New 52 origin, which makes sense, instead choosing to pretty overwhelmingly draw from the backstory laid out in Jeff Johns' Superman Secret Origin. I mean, literally right down to Lana Lang and the tornado and Lex being from Smallville. As for how this impacts the rest of the universe, we'll just have to wait and see, but the last page of the issue teased that whoever or whatever is changing all of this stuff is watching Superman very closely, almost like he didn't account for Superman going back into the Fortress of Solitude. This was just part one of the reveals though, as next issue, titled Secrets No More, promised even more revelations about what happened and what Mxyzptlk in Manhattan changed in Superman's backstory. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the issue and what you thought of Secret Origin being canon once again. But that's gonna do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw and subscribe for more great content every single day. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.